What is up, guys? Good morning. Whew. It's 5. About to head down, meet the crew. Deadlift variation day. I think it's deficit pulls. So sumo deficit pulls we're going to start with, and then we're going to head into a lot of posterior chain work. Yesterday I announced, so I'm really excited because the OPBA is May 19th, May 20th, and I set some different types of goals rather than just like how you normally would for just men's physique NPC competing. So it's pretty cool, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. I stay fairly lean all around, no matter how many calories I eat. Whether it was 44,000, 5,000 calories, I can still stay pretty lean just because of the intensity in the training. So it's going to be neat to see if I can actually reach those goals at 165 pounds and below. So I have some different types of goals because it's bodybuilding and then it's powerlifting. So I'm looking right now 45-inch chest. Oh, sorry. I try to get it around 46.5. I have 23.5-inch quads. I want to try to get around 27. 16-inch arms. Just a little under 16 on the right, 16 on the left. I want to try to get 17 both. 14.5-inch calves. I want to try to get 16s. Then my squat's 400 right now. My deadlift. I haven't tested anything out above 405 raw weight, so I mean it's probably heavier. I pulled 405 through bands, so I'm sure I could probably pull 435, whatever. And then my bench is 300. So I want to try to go with a 450 squat, a 500-pound deadlift, and a 315-pound bench, 165 pounds. So by May 19th, May 20th. So we'll see how it goes. I'll be following obviously Strength and Aesthetics, but I'm also going to be doing Arnold's training program 4 weeks out. So stay tuned, everybody. I'll keep you posted. Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed some of that stuff. Kind of get a little bit of an idea of the style of training that we do down here. I understand it's not for everybody. There's so many different types of training. There's just the regular bodybuilding for physique. There's women's bikini. There's CrossFit, strongman. Ours is more categorized as power building. So, we do look at the aesthetic side of the bodybuilding, the Arnold's era, Golden era, but we also incorporate the powerlifting aspect, you know what I mean? You want to, there's no point in my eyes, I guess everyone's different. There's no point in looking good if you can't perform. So, I've competed twice. I put this on my Instagram story yesterday, or the other day. I've competed twice, two very large NPC shows in Cleveland, Ohio, and I would have to say that probably 80% of the guys that I met had a negative term towards their training, their prepping for their show. You know what I mean? They hated it, especially training legs, which is odd because that's, you know, most of your testosterone and stuff is built up through training legs. So that's how you get better. You know, they hated training legs. They bitched about their dieting. They're complaining the whole fucking day about they can't wait till they can eat a burger later. And, you know, it's I don't know, man. It got old. You know what I mean? It really, really, really gets old listening to everyone's negativity, which is, you know, why the second time I went in there, I really didn't care about meeting anybody. I had no interest in knowing who I was competing against or with, and what they did, how they did to get where they are, or what they were doing later that day. I didn't care. You know, I focused on me, myself, and I, which is, you know, I did a lot better. I made first call outs. I was the first physique competitor in my class called to center stage. Not really exactly sure what ended up happening. Maybe I went a little bit flat towards finals, and, you know, I went from first to fifth. I don't know. Judges said they said my shoulders needed to be more capped, and it's just a bunch of politics stuff. So after, you know, about a year of thinking about it and stuff like that, I just decided that physique competing it just wasn't for me anymore. You know, I have a different aspect on things. I fell in love with the powerlifting part of the training. You know what I mean? Like, bodybuilding's cool and all, man, but I mean, all you're ever doing is chasing the pump. The pump is the greatest feeling that you will ever feel. I'm sorry, it's better than being drunk. I've never done drugs, so I guess being high, but it is, you know what I mean? But here's the thing, a lot of people quit because it gets repetitive. You're doing the same shit over and over and over again. And I mean, Gary, yeah, you will see, you know, the size difference and stuff. If you really, really, really track what you're doing, you're going to see a difference in your body, in the size in your arms and your legs, whatever, your chest. But with powerlifting, you're constantly seeing your numbers going up. You're playing with numbers. So, you know, it becomes a lot more fun and challenging. You know what I mean? It's like, so, but what's cool with the whole power building situation is it's the best of both. You know what I mean? We start off with powerlifting, or a powerlifting aspect, and then you move on to the aesthetic part. So, you know what I mean? You hit your numbers, and then you get the pump. So you get the best of both worlds. And I've been doing this now since last August. Last August. I'm trying to think when I tore my SI. Last August. And I enjoy it so much more. So I think I just found out, you know, what works for me. So it's not the same for everybody, just like that's why there's so many different categories for everybody, you know what I mean? It's just, I look more at it in that aspect. I care more about the numbers that I'm putting up, how I'm performing, at what weight I'm performing, rather than am I shredded, you know what I mean? So so if you know, again, if you ever have any questions about that, just you know, you can always shoot me a message, leave a comment, whatever. We run Strength and Aesthetics program from Zeke O'Connell. I'll tag him right here. It is Strength and Aesthetics Volume 1. Obviously, Volume 2 will be dropping here soon. And then we'll get more towards the Arnold style of training when it gets closer to competition. So I'll be competing in the OPBA May 19th and May 20th. Really, really, really stoked about that, guys. Super stoked. So May 19th, I said this in the last video, May 19th is the bodybuilding show. So it matters what you look like. But what's cool about it, you know what I mean? I don't got to go in being fucking 4% body fat. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter about that. It matters about your, you know, it's a bodybuilding. It's golden era judging. So I'm really stoked about that. See how that turns out. And then the following day, you got to perform. Powerlifting. Boom, big 3. Squat, bench, deadlift. Combined numbers. and that's how you get your winner. So, you know what I mean? It's not just about how you look, it's about how you perform too. So I'm so excited about that, guys. I probably spent an hour, 2 hours last night literally starting my plan of how I'm going to approach exactly 4 weeks out. So obviously I prep before then, but here's my thing. If personally, when I hit 4 weeks out from the show, I try to do a small mimic of how it's going to be the day of and see what I look like. And then you can judge yourself from there, and then just really fucking buckle down, hammer down, and then basically no life from there. So, just kidding, you still have life. So, really excited for that. I'll tag those guys in this as well. It's Zach Matheny and Tyler Treadway from Old School Gym in Pataskala, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio area. So super stoked about that. Check it out, guys. Again, I'll throw the link in down there at the bottom to their website. Okay, so moving on. All right, guys. So like I said, preparation is everything, you know. When you find a goal, when you make a goal, you need to do anything and everything, any necessary means to accomplish the goal, right? So, obviously, with bodybuilding, it's food, right? So it does matter what you put in your body to utilize it to get the best results out of what you're trying to do. Some organic cheese. So my wraps that I use for my ground turkey, kind of like a taco. These macros. So just 210 per wrap, not much in the bodybuilding for guys. Yeah, 35 grams of carbs, just 6 grams of protein, only 4.5 grams of fat. So it's not that bad. It's about the same as the macros for the whole wheat and the veggie ones, the green ones. So these are I think these taste the best. So obviously I'm gonna go with what I like the most, you know. So definitely utilized everything to my advantage. Ding. All right. Now I understand that, you know, everywhere that you work, you might have a microwave if you travel. When I did in-home therapy, I used, it's pretty funny, I've used Bob Evans microwave, I've used McDonald's microwave, and a lot of the time it was Panera, which they apparently took out their microwaves for people that don't, you know, eat there, which, okay, I understand, whatever. Worst comes to worst, buy a freaking $20 microwave from Walmart that you use in the dorms and use that. Get an adapter, or most cars nowadays have it already, right? So I've done that, being when I did that as well. So pretty much 4 months out of last year, I worked at another courthouse where I didn't really have access to a microwave, so I had to use Panera, and then I also, like I said, I used my car. Sometimes I eat it cold, but whatever the case may be, do what you gotta do.